I'm about to show you guys how to make the most dominant big man build in the game. This build is perfect for 2s, this build is perfect for 3s, and this build is perfect for rec. Make sure you watch the video all the way through because I'm going to show you how to upgrade in order to maximize your attributes and efficiency at an 85 overall before you start grinding out your player. Last year I dropped a similar build video and the support went insane. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers as fast as possible, and I put a ton of effort into my videos. So all I ask is that you leave a like, and if you want to make my day, hit the subscribe button as well. Alright, let's get into it. So before you spend money on the VC, I'm going to give you guys the pros and cons so you'll know if this is the big man you want to lock in on. Pro number 1 is that this build works with every comp, so it's easy to find teammates. As a big man, people already need you, but this build constantly puts up 20 points, 20 boards, and 5 blocks, so people are likely to add you after rec games to run with them. Even in 2 big men comps, one can play the paint and one screens the perimeter, or one can back screen. So since you fit in everywhere, you will always have a team and you will always be able to perform. Con number 1 is that this build can't shoot. Y'all know I don't care about shooting, it's just very hard for me as a 2K player. So I like builds that get busy without having to shoot, and this build just does that for me. Pro number 2 is that the badges grind themselves. You don't have to play my career on this build at all, especially if you follow the upgrades guide. You can jump right online at an 85 and the badges are super easy to grind, so you don't have to put in any work to be nasty. Con number 2 is that the build is reliant on shooters. Because you're so dominant in the paint, you're gonna 100% get double and sometimes triple teamed. If you have the IQ, you're gonna be able to make the right pass, but your shooters must be able to hit their open shots. If not, there's just not gonna be any offense. Pro number 3 is that this build is just fun. You get contact dunks, snatch blocks, and you're so strong you literally feel like Shaq. Like, this could be a 2K league build where how competitive it is, but the skill ceiling is very high and the skill floor is very low. Meaning even if you're not good at 2K, you can still get crazy on this build. But if you practice a lot, there's no stopping you. Either way, if you just want to get on 2K and have fun, this is the build for you. So now jumping into the build, your handedness is personal preference, jersey number is personal preference. I go 21 because that's my favorite number. Now for our build, we're going to be going center, not power forward, because I think you get the most value out of being a center, especially because we're going 7'1", 261, 7'11" wingspan, maxed out wingspan. So you can just look at the badges already and see what type of big, angry, dominant, just aggressive, filthy, steaming big man build this is about to be this year. Alright, so reset the attributes. Now y'all know when I make my builds, I like to think, what do I want to do better than everybody else? What do I want to be the best at? What do I want to not be able to, like, not sacrifice at all? So this year that's going to be standing dunk 98, defensive rebound 93, block 92. I said that these 3 things I want to do better than everybody else on the court. Most people are not going to be able to get to a 99 on both of these, or even a 98 on this, because of how strict the builder is this year. That's why make sure you guys are watching build videos when you're making your builds. Do not go out there and freestyle. If you're on this video right here, you're already on the right track, because the builder is so strict this year that you have to make sure and watch people who put effort into their videos as well, and not just make build videos just to throw them out there. Okay, so now we have these high defensive attributes right here, as well as a 98 standing dunk, and also we're gonna bring our interior defense up to an 88 as well. Now 88 might not seem like much, but when you pair it with the fact that we have a 92 strength, when you pair this interior D at an 88 with a 92 block and a 92 strength, nobody, no power forward or center is going to be able to score on you inside the paint. And if there's anybody like a small forward, shooting guard, or point guard that gets past there, man, you're with the 92 block that we're going to have, as well as getting 93 what's it called, gold pogo stick and gold anchor. With these combined, you're not even gonna block the ball. Like, you're just straight up gonna take it from them. It gets so disrespectful and so nasty. Next, we're gonna want to throw up our close shot to an 86. This is how we get all the badges that make us disgusting inside. We're mostly going to be getting contact dunks, but as you know, 2K be playing with you sometimes and they make you take layups. So with a gold fast twitch, a gold fearless finisher, and a gold masher, as well as a Hall of Fame pro touch and silver whistle, because you're Shaq, you're going to get fouled every 5 seconds. So you need whistle to make sure that you're getting those foul calls. But with these badges, you're going to be making so many contact layups and ones, X, Y, and Z. It gets nasty. Our vertical, we bring this up to a 75 because we want that gold pogo stick, Hall of Fame rise up, and aerial wizard on gold. Our chase down as well will go up to, where is it? Our chase down, where is it? Right here. We'll go up to a bronze because we're going to be having a 55 speed. Now, we don't care about speed on this build. We're not meant to be flying up and down the court. That's not what we do. We set up in the paint or set up around the paint and we get busy. On defense, your speed is not a problem because you're 7'1", 7'11" wingspan. So believe it or not, you can guard the paint and the perimeter literally at the same time. You get a lot of chase downs on this build. So if you have to play the pick and roll, you are big enough and quick enough to go ahead and still block that. There's clips of that in the pros and cons if you guys have seen it. So just make sure, like, you guys understand you're not a liability on defense with this slow defense, with this slow speed and acceleration. Now, what else do? We bring our offensive rebound to a 75. This is one of the biggest sacrifices that you might have to make on this build, with it being a 75, but last year was an 80, so we kind of made the same sacrifice. But with a Hall of Fame box out beast and a gold rebound chaser and a 92 strength, you are able to swim around effectively, and being 7'11", 7'11" wingspan, 7'1" height, you can still just jump and snatch rebounds from people either way. So this being a 75 is not a problem at all. As you know, badges are even more important than attributes themselves. So this, you can still, I get about 6 to 7 O boards a game on rec, which is a lot. So don't think that the offensive rebound being a 75 is an issue. Now, to round out this build, last year, the biggest issue that we had on our build was not being able to create for ourselves. This year, we dragged the team, whether they want to win or not, we dragged the team to the finish line because we can get our own buckets. Drop stepper on silver and back down punisher on silver are cheat codes. Cheat codes, bro. I back down everybody and I drop step them instantly. This works 80% of the time. There's 1 out of 5 times where you might end up getting put into a layup animation, and sometimes it'd be tricky to time, like when you're getting contested and things like that. But in those situations, once you see that you're not gonna get a contact dunk, you just pass it out. Simple as that. But 80% of the time, that means like 4 out of 5 times, 8 out of 10 times, you're gonna just drop step right into it. Like, you don't even have to like try to initiate the dunk. You're just gonna drop step right into it if you keep on holding square. It's crazy, bro. It's literally crazy. So now we bring our driving layup up to a 60. We bring our free throw up to a 71 because we do play rec on this build. I do, at least. And we're gonna max out our stamina. We get a 96 for that workhorse on gold. If you know, you know, this badge right here is ridiculous. Like, this badge is how you really like hustle for real, get a lot of rebounds and get a lot of loose balls. This badge is actually OP as hell now that I'm thinking about it. But look, the sacrifice that we talked about that we have to make is our pass accuracy. We can still make downhill passes, just it's not gonna get to the 3-point line from the other paint, if you understand what I'm saying. You can make half court downhill passes and things like that. Just don't expect to be ridiculous with the downhill passes because you have to. Apes on the loose layout. I'm crying. Anyways, you have to make a sacrifice. And this year it's going to be pass accuracy. You're not going to be throwing the ball all the way down for people to get 360 windmill under the leg dunks. It's not going to happen. You're going to be able to pass the ball past half court effectively and then get up there yourself. But just this, we get a 98 standing dunk. Remember this. Look at these badges. We get a 98 standing dunk, an 86 close shot, an 88 interior, 92 block, 93 D board, and a 92 strength. I'm willing to sacrifice passing for the rest of these. It's perfectly fine to me. I'm not holding the ball most of the time anyways. The only time I'm going to need passes is on a D board and I'm passing it down. But not every situation you even need that. But in every situation, I'm going to need block, rebounding, interior D, strength, and standing up. In every situation, all right? So this is the build, y'all. I'm extremely confident in this build. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how, if I had to start over, I would max out the attributes, right? So now look, Greg Oden, Clint Capella, Rudy Gobert. This lets you know what type of build this is. A two-way interior scorer. They know that with those attributes, the 98, 86, 75 on the interiors, you can score, but you're a two-way because your goal is when the other big man comes on the game, you're just trying to make him have a hard time. You're just trying to make him have the worst day ever. This is the build, y'all. Y'all see the subscribe on the back. Make sure y'all do that. But because I care about y'all so much, I'm about to show y'all if I had to start over and be an 85 overall, this is how I would use my first 85 overall worth of upgrades, right? So this is how I would upgrade my character if I had to start at an 85 all over again. I would bring my close shot up to an 80 because when you get hold out of your contact animations, you want to still be able to make the layup. I would still bring my standing dunk to a 98 because I want to be able to get, you'll see it in a second, I want to be able to get rise up and start grinding that as fast as possible. I would get to a 67 so I can get my drop stepper, very important badge, and then we're going to bring our strength up as well. So we're going to want to be able to grind back down as well. I would bring my vertical excuse me, to a 70. With a 70 vertical, now you get aerial wizard, you can grind that, and I believe yeah, rise up, Hall of Fame, so now you can grind that up. Your stamina, I would bring that up to like a 79 so you're not getting too tired too quick. D board, I would max out my D board because you want to be able to start grinding out your rebound chaser and things like that, and your box out beast, so you'll wanna get your D board up. For what else? For your strength, no, for your block, we're gonna go a 77 block so we can get our anchor and start grinding that out. Our interior, we're gonna bring that up to like a 70 so we can start grinding out the rest of our badges as well. I don't think that one affects anything actually, but we still do want it to be a 70 so that we're not getting like crazy bitch in the paint and stuff like that, or crazy, you know, fried in the paint. What else did we upgrade? 67 posts, stamina, 77 blocks in the interior. Boom, boom. Oh yeah, okay, so now the rest can go on to strength, and with that we can get up to I think they cap it out at the beginning of 85, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is what you get at about an 85 overall. Very viable. You can jump right onto the pro-am or rec just like this, honestly, and you can go beast mode and start grinding out your badges. You do get that back down punisher, box out beast gold, brick wall on silver. Look at the badges that you get, and this is at an 85 overall. Now if you're doing a rebirth and you get to be a 90 overall, it's even better. I would max out my strength, I would max out my post control, I would max out my close shot. I would definitely bring up my stamina to like a 90. That's what I'm rocking with right now. It's been good to me. I would bring my block up as well, and my free throw, because if you're gonna be on a rec, you need free throw. So you can bring it to like a 70. That's calm. The anchor, how do you get this to you know what, you can probably drop this down a little bit and bring this up some. This at an 86, what do you get? At an 86 you get, oh mind you, I'm doing this live, there's no script for this because like I really just want to show you my mindset. Okay, you get a fearless finisher on gold at an 86, so I'd keep it there. As you grind out, once you get your attributes, I would say the next three that you need to focus on the most are interior D, blocking, and O board. Speed is not as important as you think it is on this build, but if you're nervous about that, then drop this down. Speed is very cheap on this build, extremely cheap, because like once again, you don't really need it. So you can bring this down to a 70, max this all the way out, and now you have what, 1 point to play with, or 2, or a couple, I don't know. You could throw this into stamina. Still got points to play with because it's so cheap. Those are things that you don't even really need on this build. You can throw that last one into free throw, still got points. And then one into steal, whatever. This is how, oh my goodness, still have points. There we go. This is how I would do it if I was doing a rebirth. You don't really need speed as much, but if you're like nervous about that, this is how you would be able to do it, so you can start grinding your badges effectively, and then you will get your offensive rebound, your block, and your interior defense up while you're trying to grind out your build. But there you guys go. Two-way interior scorer, the baddest, the nastiest, most dominant, strongest, angriest, bulliest big man build on the game. Y'all know I'm not the most consistent in the world, but if there's anything I'm gonna do, is drop a fire big man build. I actually have a lockdown build coming up, but I don't know if I told y'all already. I got banned for like a week for calling somebody what did I call him? I just said shitty ass nigga because he was just playing terrible. So I got banned for a week on PlayStation. Did not know PlayStation was that soft, I ain't gonna lie. But that's why my name was T Styles. My homie let me borrow his PlayStation to record this video, so shout out to him. But as y'all can see, I'm borrowing PlayStations to make videos, so I'm really putting in that effort. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. So if you guys can make that happen for me, I would really appreciate it, and hit that like button as well. If you guys want to see gameplay of this build, I'm trying to incorporate streaming into my schedule. I do work a job, so it'd be kind of hard, but just as I see the numbers go up, I get more and more motivation to do the YouTube thing as well as the streaming thing. So just like show me that you guys really want that type of content, and I promise I'm gonna get it to you. That's it. That's all for this video. Thank you guys so much. Y'all know I really appreciate all the support and all the love. And I'll see you guys next time.